stream. What's up, you guys? It is Justice Dragon here on the Cobalt Coalition channel. Here, going to do some wonderful art stream for you guys tonight. I'm going to continue working on the Dragon Knight thing that we did last week. Hopefully, it will be a lot of fun. Hopefully, it will go well. Bookkeeping out of the way, we have the stream is sponsored by AZL Stationery. Great place to get all your art supplies and all your gaming needs. If you need any of that stuff, use promotion code Cobalt27 at checkout and get a wonderful discount. Okay, you guys. So, let's get over to what are we drawing tonight. So, we're going to be working on our Dragon Knight here. So, going from what we're looking at here. So, we have to work on the metal textures here for right now. We got to work on the metal textures in the grayscale. From that, render out this beautiful sword that we have up front focused here. Probably figure out a little bit better design for the wings. And probably just work on a better overall pose in the lower section of this here. So let's see here. Let's do a quick check on our layers here. So we have that being our background base layer, and that. Okay. So we're just going to keep with that for right now. Okay. So let's take out this. We're going to remove this section right here because that looks very out of place. Moving here. Okay. And we'll do the same for the background tile here. Okay. So we got line work here. Let's see what other. So we've got, like, it all be scrunched up here. That's our fundamental base layer. Okay, so let me do some quick little bookkeeping on where layers are, what layers we're actually using versus not. Concept page. Okay, so we've got. Good night, sleep tight. Okay, oops, that was on stream. Okay, so we've got that all worked out, except not where it all needs to be. There we go. Okay. Let's take a look at our concept page here. So we have this base looking here. We've got some interesting helmet designs that we wanted to integrate here and there. We've got this interesting logo perception going on this, and trying to work out a good helmet shape and how we want it to. Giant shield on that. Big sword. Okay. Cool. So now that we know what we're going with, we can work on that. Okay. We got brushes. Let's work with our handy character brush number 1. Take a drink of wonderful Arizona iced tea. Not sponsored, but oh, so good at times. Okay. So let's go on to our layers. Let's make a duplicate of this layer. Okay. We're going to tone that down. We're going to merge down. And we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to have these shades. Okay. So let's get a local black color here and start just fumbling through our little parts here. So it's going to be a very short stream tonight, you guys, because I'm starting up a little bit later. So gonna work with what we got time-wise here. Okay, so how do we want to work on the sides here? So we got this main chest cavity here, and probably will connect down there. Okay, then probably just have that come up and connect. So he has this big old chest cavity here, big old sword, and let's throw this on. Let me actually do a quick rough of like this dragon wing that we're looking at. Let's get that all brushed in there really quick. Boop. Okay. And yeah, we're just not even gonna have the leg. However, I was actually planning on having the legs represented in here of him like being squatted over. Because it basically was the original idea was him like this, giant sword, blah, and then him grabbing it from there, big hilt, whatever, like that, him looking over, and then like the knee like that type thing, which it, and then his secondary arm like that, which really doesn't hold well as a full-on, you know, how this pose actually works with his dragon wings, rawr, like something like that. This actually doesn't look too bad. It's just really not encompassing how I think we want to go with it. Maybe. Could be something there to work on. Could be something. Let's see. What is your guys' opinion on this? We've got a mix of things. Worst case scenario, we'll just make another group layer here. So we're gonna take this. We're going to duplicate this layer. We're gonna say OK, and let's Control T. We're going to zoom out really quick. We're going to zoop, shrink this image. We're going to say OK. I'm going to go like that, and we're going to close that off and close that off. can go. If we go a little bit larger, yeah, let's try it. Key thing is trying out things, seeing what works, see what doesn't work. Worst case scenario, again, we just go back to the other working pose. So we've got the big old giant Buster Sword here, the Dragon Slayer to cut off the giant head of things. We can get the wings pushing out here. Go like that. Push those out. Let's turn that off really quick. And push the legs out like some kind of drawable mess that doesn't make sense. Okay. Brush. Good work. Okay. With that, let's push the secondary layer here, and let's make the brush quite large. Let's get a big old chalk brush here, and throw in some values. That then we can throw back down here. Go. Let's get a little bit darker tone, but not a really harsh tone here. Let's throw some of this around, so we're not just looking at blank space here. Boop. Not fully filling it yet, but kind of like how it is looking. So we're just gonna merge down. Oops, we're gonna be brushing that little worky part right there. Okay. Sure. And then let's go to brush. Let's get our character brush again. Let's rough out some of these armor pieces. Throw some of this, throw some of that. Kind of like that shape. It's kind of interesting. Get some character in those lines really quick. Folding there, fold there. Like something kind of like that. Let me get a darker black here to have that resonate. And just push that. Make that come out a little bit more like that. And then come around here. We can put some of those thigh works there. Have that curve outward like that. Remove some of the chafe there. Big brush that in. Okay. Let's get our wonderful Blendy. The awesome blending tool. One of my all-time favorite tools in my toolkit. Definitely comes in handy very well. So, anybody out there with questions, feel to ask at any point. I've got, gonna be, once again, saying it's gonna be a short stream. Making sure get you guys the Wednesday stuff going on. Let's brush in some work. Let's get some highlight, a softer highlight going here. Actually looks really, really nice. That's not how armor looks, so we're just gonna brush that. Brush a little bit darker tones in there, give it a little bit more depth. Key thing. Since that's a little bit darker, we can go a little bit darker there. We'll go a little bit darker in here. Making sure to have cohesive shadows. Light is coming downward, so we've got probably this line of light is going to be a little bit different when it comes to these panels here. So we're going to coming down and probably have a stronger white coming down there. That probably has that coming down. There's going to be some luminosity coming off of the sword here. That's going to be a cast shadow because the knuckles is going to be coming down. So let's indicate that really quick, like something like that. This means that this is going to be a darker spade. So let's make that a different layer because I'm going to be chalking in. So it'll probably come down to like right here. So I can knock that down to about 50% like that. Yeah. Let me make sure that that is all looking right and cohesive. Cool. Okay, and then let's go back. Let's look at everything. We have a very darker, richer black here, which means I think we might have to do a little bit of a brightening on it. That's really sharp black. That is actually like almost completely black here, which is not what we want. We want to have a little bit. We don't want to go full black or full dark on those sections here. So it's key to make sure that you don't go fully onto those shades here. Okay, so we want a little bit of white, a little bit lighter tones on this blade's edge. And to make it as close as possible to a pretty render. So we're going to go like this here. we're gonna E. Let's erase the junky stuff. And go OK. And then I think we want it to be dark like this for the fuller. Actually, I don't remember what the exact name for it is. And we are going to go over here. We want that with some hints of this, which probably just means we gotta go on a little bit bigger brush here. We want a little bit more depth with this gray. And here, this full bar, which I think we're gonna, we'll probably put runes on it, and probably a little bit. So, okay, and then let's push the wings into a different room. Okay, so there's that. I'll give it a streak of color so we have the localized color for it. And then we can give, like this. We'll go like, we'll give some of these shadows some kind of dimension to them. Let's go a little bit darker on the this panel here. So we're going to be most likely ending around 5 minutes till 5, you guys. So give you 15 minutes more of some of the awesome art that's coming around here. So if you guys are watching this post stream, make sure to leave a comment, see you know, how you guys like all my stuff, and if you guys are wanting to see more of this dragon concept and stuff like that, definitely leave a follow, and so we can you know, gauge if you guys like this kind of content, or like anything else coming down the pipeline here. So also follow everybody on the Coalition Twitter page for video updates, and seeing we have a whole bunch of polls always going on, seeing what you guys want to be seeing, and you know, get close connected with the wonderful channel here. So let's see. Do that angle like that. Yeah, push that angle a little bit more so it looks like it's connected to it definitely is a weird wingspan, but I kind of like it. We can have his wings kind of connecting farther down his wingspan here. Let's put a little neat little highlights here. Oop. We want this darker gray on this, the inner side of this part here. Let's buff that a little bit so we don't have our rough lines anymore. Okay. Let's actually transfer that color up to here. Or the shade, sorry. So we have some dimensionality to these powerful dragon wings. Boop, 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 boop. Throw on that little highlight there. We can get that. So just rendering out at the moment, just slowly picking apart little pieces here and there, and just continually adding little details back and forth, adding, subtracting, removing color, taking color, then putting it back. So you get a final look. That's the key piece that I like to work with. This adding, subtracting type method with it. Definitely has its advantages, disadvantages, but it's one of the styles that really works with me to produce awesome stuff. So, what is everybody else's kind of cool art stuff that they actually do? Do you guys, you know, highly render out a sketch and then just throw on values later and then use work with like the color hue picker and create them from there? Do you guys just have other methods? Go ahead and comment below, and so I'll gladly read them all from you guys. So what do you guys feel about the hand being up there? Okay, let's see here. Let's actually take a step back here and notice the fact that this hand, that shadow needs to be down there. Let's actually merge that down. And we're gonna, oh wait, no, we do not delete the main ones that we're working with. Let's take a look at this hand right here. I don't think that hand works. Because our shoulders here, there, I think if we like lower it to like here, it could work instead of over there, because right now it just looks like he's got a stubby arm. He's a guy that has a hand like this, right up here, which would be an awesome character design if we better chart it out. There we go. That's actually a little, cool little sketch here, but not what we're dealing with right now. So, okay. So I think we're going to delete this, and we're going to come in with our selection tool, cut. Excuse me. Sorry, you guys. We're going to cut this out. We're going to enter. We're going to lasso. And then we're just going to cut into a different layer. And then we're going to back it up. And then we're going to go and move it to a different location. I think we're just going to move it right here. And we're going to Control T. We're going to rotate to like something like there. And go OK. And then we're just going to keep it as a different layer for right now, just because we don't know if we're going to keep it there or not. So we're just going to go with that. We're going to throw in this like that. We're going to get a little bit darker color here. We're going to throw it like that. Let's get a little bit bigger on the blendy. Blendy, 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 blendy. Okay. Shorten it up. Throw it down. Go boop, boop, boop. Okay. So. How do we like it? Looking interesting. Looking kind of okay. Yeah. Okay, you guys. So, what do we work on today? Well, with this brief 30-minute little jaunder with this. So, we worked, let's highlight this away. A little marky mark. Okay. So, we looked at the fact of, we took this little concept idea here, you know, with this interesting thing. We worked on it to go, okay, working on the compositional wise, it has awesome lines, but it is definitely not focused in where we want it to be. Then we buffed it out a little bit, flattened all the layers that we had, created a new layer with it, and then we shrunk it, and we put the legs on. We worked on that. We've got this sword that I'm still not fully liking. I think we're tapering in a little too much. So probably going to extend it out a little bit more and go from there. We're going to most likely just work on buffing out the armor, making sure it looks metallic. So when we start colorizing this image, it'll work out. Worked on the legs, got there. We made sure the undercarriage had some decent cast shadows. We got a couple of cast shadows going through there. So we'll work on the wings other time and go from there. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. Just as a reminder, this stream is sponsored by AZL Stationery. Again, great place to go get all your stationery supplies, drawing materials, and stuff like that. Use Cobalt 27 at checkout as a promotion code. Get an awesome discount, and it'll help support the stream. Okay, you guys, have a great evening, and see you guys next time.